A very good evening from the Bursamunda Hockey Stadium in Rarh. It is match 7 of the Women's Hero Hockey India League as the Odisha Warriors take on the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers. Or if you want to put it in simple terms, Nia Goyal versus Udita. Good to see so many in here on a Saturday night. Of course, it is a double-header. We have a men's game coming up after this, and I'm sure they're looking forward to seeing both leagues in action tonight as we go pitch side now for the toss of the coin.
Hero Women's Hockey India League, this is match number 7. Odisha Warriors और Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers के बीच मेरे साथ दोनों captains हैं ready, Udita Duhan और Neha Goyal, and the umpires are ready to flip the coin. Yeah. क्या करेंगे आप?
I want to start the game.
Okay. Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers have won the toss and they will start the game.
Well, no great surprise there. We've only had one toss where the team has decided which end they will go. Otherwise, every single time they have chosen to start with the ball. As the umpires make their way out, and our umpires tonight are Rachel Williams from England and Rama Potnis is from India. And our video umpire tonight is Yogita Pasi from India. And now the players emerge from the main stand. A little fist bump between the two Indian teammates who obviously know each other's game exceptionally well. And it'll be very interesting to see how it all pans out tonight. So the Odisha Warriors in the orange and the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers in the white. But smiles all around as they come through. But I'm sure, as I say, as they get down to business, those smiles will disappear from their faces. And we will turn our attention to the team lineups. And I can tell you, for the Odisha Warriors, Jocelyn Bartram will start in goal for them. And her parents are here. They've flown up to India, watching as well. There she is. Claire Colwell and Caitlin Nobbs, two Australians in the centre of defence. Baljit Kaur, Yibi Janssen and Shrachi in the midfield are going to be crucial. Goyal, Freka Moyes and Rutija up front will be looking for the goals.
The starting lineup really not having too much of a bearing because the changes happen in less than 7 to 8 minutes of the quarter starting. But here's the starting line for the Tigers. Gray starts in the goal. Udita will hold the defense. She's so crucial at the back and up front. Look out for Vandana Kataria, and she will have to come amongst the goals.
So we're just waiting for the countdown clock to appear from the far end of the stadium. Here it comes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
The whistle goes and match 7 is underway in the historic Women's Hero Hockey India League. Who will come out on top tonight? The Odisha Warriors in second at the moment. Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers in third. But there is just a point between first and second and between these two teams. So it's vital a victory would just give them a little bit of a buffer with the other two teams playing tomorrow. Good steal on halfway. Good roar from the crowd. Yibi Janssen plays it wide now. Chance to get it into the circle. Forced wide. Good defence. Baljit Kaur has been lively every game she's played.
That was a timely tackle by Hoffman. Just jabbed the ball away when she was trying to cross it across.
Looking to throw it forward. Ashley Hoffman from the United States. Still with the Tigers. Edging their way towards the circle. In the circle to the near post. Good sharp save though. Jocelyn Bartram having that covered. It'll be a long corner.
We've seen it so often, those tries going to the near post. They will do exceedingly well if you can find the far post on those crosses.
Well, the other interesting thing, Sandy, was in the auction. I don't know if you watched it, but both these two teams were the ones that were bidding for Jocelyn Bartram. They really wanted her in goal, and obviously the Warriors won that in the end. And there's the prediction for the match. I find that quite a strange prediction, to be honest.
Well, just coming back to what you said, actually it's so important to have somebody of experience who can stand at the back and guide the team, and who wouldn't fight for a player like that.
Did you see that? The predictor 86% in favour of the Warriors. I'm not sure Glenn Turner will be happy about that. Goyle and trying to turn. Caitlin Nobbs with the free hit now. Plays it back to the 23. That's a good pass back to Nia Goyle. Should be a great opportunity. Shot on the turn. Good save, Grace Hanlon. And there's appeals for a penalty corner. And this time it's the Warriors that want to refer.
That was very well done by Nia on top of the striking circle.
We're looking for a foot
Okay, cool.
inside the circle for a PC.
And you played on, right?
Yes.
Okay, looking for a foot inside the circle.
I think the foot was here when it came back off. That's the one they're looking for.
Just got the back heel, I thought, of Sushila. She says no.
So Souza with the first shot. Then as it came back to Stoppelsma, does it hit the foot there? I think it does just clip the foot of Sushila.
There is no advice possible, and the Warriors keep their referral, and you can start with the bully outside the circle.
You can start with the sideline. Yeah, it's a sideline. It's a sideline ball because there's no advice possible.
So
okay.
no advice
So
possible is the
referral.
call. It was too hard to tell.
All right, that way.
So it'll be a ball from the
sideline.
side, which is the Warriors' ball. Caitlin Nobbs just dragging the ball with her foot. Is there time for one last attack? Oh, it's stolen now by the Warriors, but stolen back again. Udita really needed to get that ball, and she did. Now there's a chance for the Tigers. It's going to come wide, having to really stretch to get on the end of that is Wandana. Wandana turns into the circle she goes. Wandana looking for a foot, didn't find it, and now it's carried out by the Warriors. Played infield, having to stretch, but managed to get there was Freke Moyes. And here they come again, looking to play the pass back, and Freke Moyes denied at the top of the circle. And I'm sure the Tigers very relieved that that tackle was clean. And it comes wide, but there will be probably no further chance to have a shot at goal. Well, it's been a very lively first quarter. It's had a bit of everything in it. Fiona Crackles has shown that she's going to run at the opposition, and so the Warriors are going to need to be aware.
Indeed, everything actually. It had tries, it had referrals, it had good plays.
And after all that, we've had several penalty corners awarded, but none have been carried out because they referred so well. When we go into the first break, it's Odisha Warriors 0, Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 0. Players are in position for the second quarter to get underway, and hopefully it will be as exciting and as full of incident as the first. That seemed to go on forever, that first quarter, because there was so much happening in it.
Everything happened, but just not the goals. Maybe this quarter we will have the deadlock broken.
Well, we will have to see. Both teams certainly willing to go on the attack. Yibi Jansen. Angle pass. Oh, that's been brought down brilliantly by Michelle Fillet. And what a goal that is to finish off that trap. What a strike from Michelle Fillet. That was truly magnificent.
How good a ball was that, and how well did she pick it up on the reverse side. I've always said these balls but played to the strikers on the reverse side has to be picked up, and that is what happens. In where you have the defender on the wrong side, the goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. A great first just let it into the tee, and the moment she entered, let fly a stinger of a goal.
Well, yeah, her stick was smoking when she hit that, wasn't it? Look at the reaction from Janneke Schopman. Tigers into the circle it goes. Brought up in the stick. There was a clear bump there, and then played into the shins. Are they going to refer this? No, they think better of it. Well, this really has had everything in it. Nice break forward again. Just stolen away from Udita by Yibi Jansen. And she gets another bump.
It is a little aggressive, isn't it, Ashley? Both teams really want to win this.
But it's brilliant because it shows the passion, and what amazes me with the Hero Hockey India League is you think this is only the 4th game these teams are playing, but they've already got that pride in the shirt, the wanting to win and everything. And the crowd is really, I've just suddenly looked up, it's very full on the far side now. Here come the Warriors once more. Into the circle, good work again, laid back and just taken away that time as Kanika was trying to get the shot away. It's going to be a penalty corner, but again it was good work by Shrachi down the left-hand side.
That was great presence of mind coming along the goal line. Didn't seem to be in a hurry, just created enough to earn a team a penalty corner.
Well, this is now the first penalty corner of the match.
Thanks to all the referees.
Grace O'Hanlon is talking to her defenders as they come into the goal. So Yibi Janssen is at the first battery and they go to her. And it's a second goal for the Warriors. Down low to the right-hand side, it bangs into the backboard and rebounds out.
Not for nothing, she rated amongst the best in the world. How good an execution was that on the penalty corner? Going to the right of the goalkeeper. She had enough time on that. Great speed coming into the ball. And the goalkeeper, absolutely no chance to the sideboard on the right.
That's a wonderful flick from Yibi Janssen. And look at Yannicka Schockman celebrate. Just stolen away that time from Batuja. Half a minute left, and Tigers waiting for the ball. They get the ball eventually. Rasheen Upton, down the line she goes. Good pass to Grace Stewart. Stewart into the circle. Stewart stopped, appeals for something, and it's going to be a free out, and there might be a referral from the Tigers. Running through to talk to the umpire is Laurent Siami. And it is going to be a referral. Well, the Warriors are walking off. Video umpire.
Yogita, we're looking for a stick check inside the circle and therefore a penalty corner. Yes.
Oh, great that they're communicating like that. So a stick check is what they're looking for here. Grace Stewart comes in there, and they may well have a point. Not sure if it was the one on Grace Stewart. Just looked to me as if there was a possibility that Nisha coming in here misses. Well, she gets the ball that time, but then does she miss the ball with the second one?
Yes, I have advice for you. There was a stick check by the Warriors player, and you can restart with a PC. Tigers keep their referral.
Go with the PC. I think
it is going to be a penalty corner. The first penalty corner of the match now for the Tigers. A really good referral by them. So the Warriors players had started to walk off. I think that might have been a bit of a gamesmanship. So they're lining up at the top of the circle now. Udita is at the first battery. Anakota is at the second. Or is it? It might be actually, I think it's Rasheen Upton is at the second. It goes to Udita. Played towards goal. Oh, it's crept in! They've got a goal right after the hooter in the first half. The Tigers have a lifeline as they come out for the second half. And is the captain happy or what? So too are the Tigers men watching on in the stands. Well, Udita, leading from the front, pulls a goal back for her side. Just took the slightest of touches I don't think Grace Stewart got a touch. She may well have done, but certainly everyone went to celebrate. No, it didn't look like Stewart got a touch. She just put the goalkeeper off. But that is good news for Glenn Turner and his Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers. Hooters gone for half-time, and the score should actually be showing 2-1 now, not 2-0, as the penalty corner was converted for the Tigers. Score at half-time is Odisha Warriors 2, Shrachi Bengal Tigers 1. Well, the crowd are counting down for the second half. Odisha Warriors 2, Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 1. A late goal in the first half means this is still very much alive. Glenn Turner feeling his team had done well and that they can come back into this game. Good run coming forward that time. Who else down the left-hand side but Sakshi Rana. Slight mistrap there, but goes all the way through. And a chance again for Odisha, playing on quickly. Baker Moyes. And that's a foot, it looked like to me, in the penalty corner as the umpire's arms come out. Well, Sandy, the interesting thing is we took so long to have a penalty corner. We've now had two, and they both scored from their one penalty corner.
Yeah, just getting the act right, are they not actually with the penalty corners? I just think it took them a little time to settle down and figure out the combinations.
So Janssen at the first battery, it's not a good trap this time. Played short towards the goal, and it's going to be another penalty corner. That was good play by Claire Colwell.
Just thought that was a soft penalty corner. The ball was not stopped, played wide, and it was pretty slow ball, was played in. Should have done better than finding the foot.
So this time it's trapped cleanly. Janssen flicks it just wide of the post though.
I'm just amazed at the pace E.P. Janssen gets on the drag flicks, and the time she has to execute them. A timing on approach to the ball is so pinpoint.
Well, look at the waving going on there. And now they haven't got too many bodies going forward. Comes infield again to Caitlin Nobbs. Short pass from her, and she tells them just to go back so that they can just restructure. Very good pass. Weaving away forward into the circle. Baker Moyes. And just over the bar.
She did all the hard work, first in receiving the ball and then making that wonderful run. But maybe, just maybe, she had the option. So I'm on the team of penalty corner. It was too narrow an angle. Try to go for glory, not to be.
Still again defensively by the Warriors. And now good steal, but eventually I think, well, Crackle's got away with that. I thought that looked a little bit high and maybe a little bit dangerous, but
she actually played it over the head, didn't she?
Exactly, yeah. And now though it's stolen by the Warriors, and a chance again for them to come forward. Pushed wide, it's going to fall into the path of Anjali Barwa. If she can keep it in play, she just had to stretch, then she left the ball behind. Got it under control this time.
Just think they're not having enough players come up into the attack now. The Warriors.
It's almost coming down to a fitness, isn't it? Because this game has been played at such a pace.
So they would do well to try and control the pace of the game, especially when the clock is running down now. You don't want to do that.
Well, picked up, stolen away by Sushila. Comes wide again, looking to cut infield. Lalram Siami. She's hardly hit a bad pass tonight, Lalram Siami. And that was a little bit too obvious, I dare say, from Huda Khan.
Absolutely no deception, especially a striking circle. If you can get some deception into your last pass, that would really help.
Deflection at the top of the circle was a good one defensively that time, coming from Claire Colwell, and it allowed Yubi Janssen to clear. And now the captain captain carried it forward, dropped it infield. Matuja plays it forward again to Niha, but there's going to be no time. That quarter has gone in a blink of an eye. Plenty of conversation amongst the Warriors players. We look at the stats there, and well, you can just see how close it is. Circle penetrations 14-10, shots 6-5. Score at half time, three-quarter time. Odisha Warriors 2, Shrachi Bengal Tigers 1. Well, the final quarter about to get underway in match 7 of the Hero Women's Hockey India League. And it is 2-1 in favour of the Odisha Warriors at the moment. But I say at the moment because the Tigers have been pressing really hard in the third quarter, showing that competitive spirit their coach had as a player. Glenn Turner, who won 2 World Cups with Australia. As I mentioned, was top scorer twice in the Hero Hockey India League. Yibi Jansen feeding it through into the midfield. And I have to say, the captain of Odisha Warriors, she's got through a mountain of work tonight, Nia Goyal.
Yeah, and she has done it exceedingly well. She's been pretty much all over the pitch, creating those chances.
And here she is into the circle, laid it back. It was almost perfectly in the path of Baljit Kaur, but just a little bit too far ahead of her.
And just as we talk about her, she just set up another pass.
Absolutely, look at the circle penetrations, 14-10 in favour of the Warriors.
Nia with the ball again, looked up, found a player, just failing to trap it.
And it's still with the, well, it's going to be a free hit. Oh no, it's not. I thought I heard a whistle. It will be now. So again, shots pretty even between both teams, as you'd expect in a game like this. Nia Goyal as well, who says she owes so much to her mum. There were 3 sisters. On, in, through it goes, and Rizzo over the baseline. It'll be a penalty corner, deliberately played over the baseline.
That was so soft a penalty corner to concede. She had the option of clearing it to the sideline. The aerial ball doing the damage.
Just deflected that time off Udita's stick, and then Rizzo playing it over the baseline. So Yibi Jansen as Victoria Souza.
More often than not, it's such unforced errors that end up in the goal. Can they make it count?
Stoffel Schmer at the second battery, Jansen at the first. Goes to Yibi Jansen, she flicks powerfully, she beats Rizzo, she gets her second, and the Warriors get their third.
So often you get punished if you make a mistake on the hockey field, and with a flicker like Jansen, you will definitely pay for it. Again, a great execution of dry flick, going to the same side, the right of the goalkeeper, and the same result.
Well, I heard you say in the halftime show, Sandeep, how the thing with her goal in the first half is how much time she has. And again, if you look at that, the first runner isn't getting anywhere near. The injection is quick, the stop is clean, and that gives her the time to pick her spot.
Yeah, it's always good to see when the captain puts the hand up and wants to make a difference and motivate the rest of the players to do well. And that's happened from both of them.
Crackles with a good run, released it into the circle, and it was a good pass, finding Rarh.
It's actually been a while since the Tigers have come to the Warriors D.
Coming up to 2.5 minutes left in the game. I'm not sure the Tigers are going to be able to get 3. Trying to just push that one past and go. That was again Souza doing really well in the middle of the park. Jansen throws it forward again. It's been missed. This is a great opportunity for the Warriors. Into the circle it goes. Played back, top of the D. Nia gets another one, and she deserves it the way she's played tonight. A goal from the captain puts the icing on the cake for the Odisha Warriors.
Has she led from front or what? What a performance this has been by Neha. Totally unmarked in the G. And she's not going to miss out from a
Yes,
chance
Amma.
like that.
I have awarded
That
a
is a
goal.
referral though.
Okay, so you have awarded a goal and you need to check anything happen inside the 20
Yeah, they are looking
meter
for the
bit.
body obstruction.
Okay, let me check.
Well, we're looking for an obstruction if it comes. This was a great ball again from Michelle Fillet. Found Neha. She looked up. Is there an obstruction from a player? It doesn't look like it to me.
Roll of the dice, was it?
I have to say I'm pleased because I think Neha deserves a goal the way she's played tonight. Of course, she's in the record books. The first woman to play in the Hoofdklasse in a pair of shorts for Bloemendaal. That's a little trivia question for people, but great lesson for any young player when she receives this ball, how she looks up.
Rama, can you hear me?
Yes.
There is no clear reason to change the decision. You may award a goal and Tigers lose their referee.
Well, look at the crowd as she acknowledges the crowd like a cricketer. She held up her stick because the cheer when they announced that that goal was going to stand, if there'd have been a roof, it would have almost been lifted off. Brought down well again defensively by Sushila. Infield it goes. Machine Upton forced to go sideways. We're into the final 30 seconds now. Tigers were looking for a consolation, but it's stolen away by the Odisha Warriors. Good skills just lifting it over the stick into the centre of play. Yubi Janssen saying just play it down the line. Comes all the way back into the defensive line. There's 2 seconds left and it will be taken into the corner by Ishika. And well played, both teams, because you gave us a wonderful match here in Raukela. A superb advert for the Women's Hero Hockey India League.
Clinical, absolutely clinical. Were they in the second half? Really gave the Tigers hard. Took the chances, created the chances, and scored when it mattered most.
Well, it was such a tight game, it could have gone either way. But it is the Odisha Warriors who win in the end by 4-1. They managed to take a 2-0 lead after a really tight first quarter, but then cut back to 2-1 by Udita at the edge of half-time. But then the third quarter, it was all the Tigers, and Odisha had to do all the defending, which they did admirably. And then in the final quarter, they managed to find another penalty corner, Yubi Janssen converting that, and then Neha, the captain, putting the icing on the cake. You can see 6 shots to 7, and they were pretty accurate with those shots. Final score here, Shrachi Bengal Tigers 1, Odisha Warriors 4.